Hi, I'm Anne Marie Morell, and I have had it with liberal Hollywood. So today, I'm going all Joseph McCarthy on them, and I'm not only going to name names, but I'm going to give you addresses and phone numbers on this edition of Patriot Update. Imagine, if you will, that I'm out going to see a Julia Roberts movie, and there in front of me is Julia Roberts. She comes up and looks at me with a disgusted look on her face and says, Anne Marie Morell, you are a Republican, so you are repugnant and you're repulsive to me. Then she sticks out her hand and she says, now give me your money and support my career. What do? Now let's substitute your name for my name, and that's exactly what Julia Roberts has done. She has said that Republicans are repugnant and repulsive, and yet we keep supporting her career. Well, today I say no more. It's time for us to take a strong stand. And today I'm going to give you 3 celebrities who have recently trashed us, and I'm going to give some solutions, what we can do to fight back. First up, actor Alec Baldwin. Baldwin recently went on a Twitter rampage against conservatives, and he called us, among other things, right-wing trash. I guess that's not quite as bad as when he called his own daughter a pig repeatedly when she was only 11 years old. It was like a 5-minute rampage against this child. Listen.
So you better be ready Friday, the 20th, to meet with me. So I'm going to let you know just how I feel about what a rude little pig you really are. You are a rude, thoughtless little pig, okay?
Way to stay classy, Alec. So what do we do about a bully that calls us right-wing trash? There you go. That's Alec Baldwin's work address and his work phone number. And I'm telling you, I've seen you guys in action. I saw you during the DREAM Act. We were all on the phones calling senators and congressmen, and we got the job done. We have got to hit these people where it counts, at the studios and in their pocketbooks. So get on the phone, let them know that you don't appreciate being called right-wing trash. Next on the chopping block, Morgan Freeman. People love Morgan Freeman, I guess because he once played God in a movie. And Obama supporter George Clooney said that Morgan Freeman should be elected president because people love the sound of his voice. Yeah, Clooney, I'm sure that's the reason you voted for Obama too, isn't it? Recently, I'm sure you all heard that Morgan Freeman went on an interview with Piers Morgan, and he called all of us racists. He also said that the only reason we don't support Obama is because he's black. I take this as a great personal insult, and you should too, because Morgan Freeman is basically telling millions of people that we don't know the difference between right and wrong, and that the only way we know how to judge a man is by the color of his skin. And speaking of judging, hate to do this, but Morgan Freeman recently married his step-granddaughter. Ew, let's let that sink in for a moment. He married his step-granddaughter, and this is after he had an affair with her while he was still married for 10 years. She's 27 now, and I don't like math, but let's do math. 27 minus 10 equals, ew, that's disgusting. So what do we do about Morgan Freeman? There's his address. He's out right now on all the talk show circuits. He's got his hand out. He's saying, Anne Marie Morell, you are a racist. Now give me your money and go see a dolphin's tail. I say, not so much. I know it's going to be a sacrifice. There aren't that many good family movies out there, but we cannot support Morgan Freeman's career. Watch it when it's on HBO for free. I don't know, but please. This man called us a racist. This man said, we have no morals. Please. Finally, Desperate Housewives star Eva Longoria was recently on the Jimmy Kimmel Show where she praised Obama and trashed all of us. I'm going to read you a quote she said, and I'm going to insert my name and yours just for fun. He's been getting beat up lately by Anne Marie Morell and you. There's such an extremist movement happening by us, and it's very dangerous. For me, it's very dangerous because it's not the character of America. It's really under attack by Anne Marie Morell and you. I think what's dangerous is that people are only hearing one side of this story. They're hearing us attacked over and over again. We're called racist, we're called ignorant, we're called dangerous, and we're not able to defend ourselves. No one hears that. They only hear them. It's kind of like if we were in a debate with the devil and he was lying about us and calling us names and slandering our family, and then he turns off our microphone. So all anyone hears, millions and millions of people worldwide hear them and not us. And it's got to change. We've got to turn on our microphones. One way we can do that, there you go. That's Eva Longoria's boss. And Mark Cherry, her boss, is supposedly a Republican. So he should really want to hear from all of you and know that his little starlet going on TV and trashing everything we believe in, all of our principles, and calling us dangerous is really wrong, and we're not going to put up with it. Well, that was the bad news, but there is some really good news. There are a lot of great conservative projects out there right now. And one that I'm going to talk to you about today is a movie called Ayn Rand and the Prophecies of Atlas Shrugged. This is a fascinating and somewhat scary look at how the book Atlas Shrugged is completely paralleling America today. And in this clip I'm about to show you, you're going to see Dr. Amy Peikoff, who I recently interviewed at the Republican Party Animal event. Watch.
Ms. Rand, do you have any comment to make about the prophecy that was made in Atlas Shrugged?
Only that I'm sorry it's coming true so exactly.
If Rand was here today, she would point to almost anything that's going on in government right now and say, I told you so.
A devastated economy was caused by government intervention, leading to more and more and more government intervention, which makes it worse and worse and worse.
What if all the brilliant creative people, the brilliant engineers, the brilliant inventors decided to stop showing up for work?
This is her magnum opus, right? This is everything. This is objectivism. This is her ideal man, finally realized in John Galt. She's got it all tied up, and she thinks this book is going to change the world.
Because it is so radical, because it basically challenges 2,000 years of philosophy, that really can set some people off.
Everybody practically came out against it. The left, the right, the middle, they were all against it.
It was attacked in the most vicious terms everywhere, and nobody came forth. Nobody.
As in all due respect to you, Ayn, John Galt Says Goodbye to America, 60 pages in your book. I will never give you script approval because I can't get the movie made. If I have to wait till you drop dead, I will, to do it the right way.
Every time things got worse in Atlas Shrugged, they said, well, we need a new rule. We need a new directive. It's like reading the book.
Did you know that 50,000 regulations were added during the Bush administration? The Bush administration.
First they tell us, I'm in charge of the committee that is setting rules that could, if you make bad rules, could destroy your industry. And then, as they're walking out the door, they'd say, oh, by the way, how much money do you think you could raise for us?
And that's the story of Atlas Shrugged. What happens when the looting runs dry?
I'm challenging the moral code of altruism, the precept that man's moral duty is to live for others, that man must sacrifice himself to others, which is the present-day morality.
Go to atlasshruggeddocumentary.com to get your copy of this DVD today. Folks, we're facing some crucial times, and the liberals are fighting a dirty, vicious fight. They're on TV every single day, even on Saturday Night Live, whatever it is, they're out there trashing us, calling us names, insulting us, telling people we're dangerous. It's got to stop. And I'm telling you, Hollywood, when you break it down, is really just a little tiny small town made up of little tiny people. The problem is they have very big voices. we've got to find our voices, and we've got to let them know we're not going to take this anymore. One way we can do it is stop supporting liberal projects. Stop supporting liberal movies, TV shows, theater, books, and start supporting conservative projects. I'll let you know what those are along the way. Until next time, I'm Anne Marie Morell with Patriot Update saying, stay safe and keep the faith.